Not really.
Appreciate you, Coach. One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport, and one of the best home crowds in any sport.
This is like
Soldier
prime
Field
shot
in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Chicago Bears. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1.
And me at the buses.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Get on B. What are you doing? No, we're not. I have a shotgun.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. The game's first play.
I don't know why you're not running a
brings up second
shotgun
down.
M4 class.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
What bridge on? There's no bridge on this map. What bridge?
Just listen to it.
You're holding 2.
Now Watson.
They have the advantage.
Dancing to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Shotty's on there. Yeah, right.
First down, a run with Hyde. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38.
He just fucking mapped me.
Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
I mean, I am too, but for some
big
reason
runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day,
I don't know why you're not using one because like, everybody on my team is.
And all the ball's out. Hyde fumbled it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
You need the shotgun M4. Big cheese. Big cheese.
On 2nd and 12. Watson going up top. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have back on their heels.
Here's Watson. And he's unable to haul it in.
What? My sniper just got a hit marker?
Middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs.
Not enough people on our team are.
But it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Bye-bye.
3 and 10.
It really be like that somewhere, bro.
I don't really
me either. Like Magic Johnson. No, y'all are capping about that.
A first down throw for
This
Winston.
fucking Harrier is on my ass.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. The tackle that time by
kind of
Zach
just went on the
Cunningham.
Okay, I see you.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Third and long for
Okay,
Winston.
Cruzmas is not very good on this now.
He finds Robinson. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. So on fourth down,
That was a
on is the
cheese
punter,
spot
Pat
for a
O'Donnell to kick it
fucking
away. Back
century
deep
gun.
for the Texans, Will Fuller. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A 46-yard punt,
Somehow
4-yard
got away
return.
from
And the Texans will take over
the
with a
line.
1st and 10.
And you really got a hurry. Oh, he is flexing. Dude,
The
ever since I've
Texans
been playing
offense
this
ready
game,
to go here for
all
their
by
next
myself,
drive.
all these
They had fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a
It's
play
the
on the football.
same boys we just
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
What?
Now it's Watson going deep for Hopkins.
Another Harrier?
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one good for 37 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows
Chopper
what hit him, but
gunner.
now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Oh my god.
Yo, not gonna lie.
I was like 20 and 10 at one point. Now I'm
They'll
20
try
and
and run for
19.
it on 1st and goal. And forget about finding
So it sounds
a lane.
like a
He
rage
barely had
quitting.
time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Man.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
We play the 3v3 and run it up on the dirty Ducks again.
Here's Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jordan Thomas, the one he was looking for.
God.
But now it's 3rd and goal. You got a young quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an
It
example
almost
of a
sounds
growing
like
pain for
you
him.
don't want to play
I think you're right
2K,
about
which is
that, because when
perfectly
the game
okay.
starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they
We're
fall
gonna
back
bring
on
the
what they know
squad
best,
back.
their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had
Next
a wide
game.
open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And he's going to be dropped.
Whoa.
Back at the 15-yard line.
I like
That's
this.
sacked by Khalil Mack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting
I
him
got
score a
22.
touchdown versus holding him to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery.
And
down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down for the Bears.
Are you just starting the second quarter?
Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call it student body right because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
I clicked X and it takes
a nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a second and 3.
Over the top of the toothpaste. Any second now, I'll be able to close
the playbook now. Second and short. What do you think? Early shot.
Oh, there we
go. I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
It's like 50 VC.
Go. The real question
on second down, it's Montgomery.
I thought we were running 3v3
as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Oh, Mike, I forgot to tell you. So these bulls the bulls I was running with, they're like, I'd rather just go play 3v3 Pro-Am now since the treasure thing's done. I was like, alright, do any of you got 3v3 Pro-Am? They're like, nah.
On 3rd down, Winston.
I was like, yeah, but I really don't think you should play on mine.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times. Because
and Winston lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Turn up. Turn up. Hey,
on 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ready? 280.
What's happening? How do you...
I don't know. I don't know why he left.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
This is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
We got this. First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a second down coming up. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a second down coming up. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Watson now to throw. Finding Green complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
From the gun on third, Watson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Tyler Newsome now. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked to his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Second and 5 now. Watson, he's going to look deep down the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now Watson from the gun on third down. It's complete to Fuller. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action. Winston steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Back to the air. Watson on 2nd down. Open man is QT, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
On first down, Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, here's Watson going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He's got Green. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 43. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
Easy. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Switch.
On second down now, it's Montgomery. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing. Because
it springs free, Montgomery loses it. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Ricky.
Jameis now on first down. He's got Burton here. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. To throw, Winston. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Marcus Peters came screaming in on the corner blitz. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Line 36. I'm coming after you.
Jameis to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Watson on first down. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful, because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. They'll run forward Montgomery. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery in the final seconds of the first half as the Bears push further out in front.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Texans take over.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
After the sack on first down, Winston. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Whitey, Blue Whitey. I got it. Watch tight end.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep. It got his man, complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there for Chicago. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Here we go.
Winston to throw it this time. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And this one is right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Let's get
On 2nd and 7, Watson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. So in the Bear territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Play.
A shotgun snap for Watson. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jordan Thomas, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans cut into that lead. They go for just one here as it's up and good. And that will get them one closer. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again.
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. On 2nd down, it's Montgomery. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This is brought in at the 21. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
It's a big run there by Hyde. 49 yards.
First down, Texans.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Green, and he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
59. 59, Mike. Check, 59. Man, that's trash. That's trash. 55. Take it. 54.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
Mike's 59. Mike 55. Check. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Joker. Hey, 59. Hey, 54. Kill. Alert.
Now it's Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Winston. And Robinson with a big catch. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Dante Fowler able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down and long.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively.
Tight end right. Even. 4 down.
From the gun, Winston. It's complete to Robinson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Winston now to throw on first down. Escaping the press. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Benardrick McKinney picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
On second down now, it's Montgomery. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here's Winston. And that will be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view.
He's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Watson from the gun, he'll throw. And Thomas has it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check 26, check 26.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
It certainly wasn't one of the more conventional plays ever run, but it gained a 1st down, and they got the ball in the hands of a playmaker.
Let's get it together. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. You'll beat the
On 1st down, Green. And he's got room. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
He's set. 19. 59. 59. Alert.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
At the 17-yard line.
He's set. 19.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
58, right over there. Yeah. You must be drinking. 58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike. I got it. 58. Go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Marcus Green, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The throw over the middle taken in. Jameis now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Montgomery. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
From the 39, Winston. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Green. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Texans on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Watson now to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
12 yards on the return that time. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Watch 36. 37 to go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Montgomery. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now a first carry from Giovani Bernard. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Flag, blue dead, blue dead.
Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here comes Miller. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Don't get nervous.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Wait. Come on. Sunday.
They run Montgomery, and he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they miss that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's brought down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Montgomery, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Next to score, Bears 36, Texans 27. Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Watson now to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Ready. Black, what is that? Line 36. We want this. Let's go.
On first down, it's Montgomery. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
At the 41-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You better break. I'm letting you know right now, you better break. Let me go.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Chicago, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign.